of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 15th ranked team, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The shotgun running play call. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Makes the catch, but the defense breaks on the ball, and it's a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tipped and then drops. Chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
Well, when you go against man-to-man coverage, you need some help from the quarterback. It's easy to look at the quarterback and say, why didn't you make this throw? But his intended target needs to get some separation against that man coverage to be able to open up the opportunity.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, he's got it down inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV. Talk about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
And they'll set up with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, there's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a third down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. The pass rush closing in. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
4th down, looking to throw for it. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Deep shot clock down inside the 20.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
And this drive has now reached the red zone. Takes the toss, heads to his right. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that back.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes them one of the top backs in the country.
And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Panthers. Strong game by this quarterback. And now the try here for the extra point. Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Here comes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on their screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. It's a shotgun run call. And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really
breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, FIU. Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And now another deep ball here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. The Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
With third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. Got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They're going to run it. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, UNLV. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incompletion sets up a second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49. And here's the handoff. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Hawk.
Looking to throw it on first down. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down and 10 now. He's going to hand this off. The spin move. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And here comes a deep shot. Catch made way down to the 25. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
Okay, ready?
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Handoff in a single back formation. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The sure hands, it's Jean-Pierre. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Panthers. And they go in front here in the second half. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The offense back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense really clicking here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Send the back in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Heading left after the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
On first down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Past the 50. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
A quick throw out left, complete.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. A sack in the play, could not escape the pass rush.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And the wideout goes in motion. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. A crushing play.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, look out, the football is free. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Rebels. This offense is still clicking. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Puts the defender into the spin cycle and breaks free. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Trying to extend the play. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up anymore.
It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll run it here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. Defense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, FIU. They jump in front here in the fourth.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught quickly. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Let me tell you something, Chris. That is a great play by that defender. You're talking about one of the elite receivers with incredible speed, with space. He's got room to shake and get free and pick up more yards, but a great tackle in the open field right there to prevent it.
The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
He pulls it in for a big gain. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The back's got it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second and long, but you'd expect another one here to try to bleed the clock. And now the running back's got it again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They move the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.